you a real estate investor who's looking to effectively manage and scale their multifamily portfolio? In this video, I'm breaking down the strategies that experienced investors use to maximize performance and achieve sustained growth. First, let's talk about property management. Property management is absolutely one of the most critical pieces of being able to effectively scale your business or your multifamily investment, and at the same time, maximizing the performance of your multifamily investments. So property management is really a key component to it. So what that means is you've got a quality property management team that you're working with. Now look, if you're buying a 100-unit apartment complex, you don't necessarily want to be having a property manager that's managing 100 single-family homes. It's a different animal altogether, right? And so you need to make sure that you're connecting together with a property management team that can really become your partner. So when we're going into a strategic MSA, we develop a relationship with one of the best-in-class property management teams for the type of class of properties that we're buying. And then we develop that relationship to say, hey, we're going to buy 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, 12 properties in this market, and you can be a part of that. So that begins to be where we join together and really form a partnership. Now you've got to make sure that also your on-site property manager that's a part of the team is well qualified, has experience, has soft people skills as well. And I don't mean soft from not good, but I mean being able to communicate and connect with people. This is a people business. And then also you need to be able to make sure that the regional manager who oversees that district is the right fit as well, and he's or she is competent and well-heeled and forward-looking. These are all critical pieces. And then here's a piece of property management where people kind of drop the ball. Asset management of property management. So, we have a management team in-house with a dedicated asset manager for each property, where we have an asset management team in-house with each property where the asset manager is dedicated to that particular property and works hand in glove with the existing property management team that we have on site. And that way it helps us to make sure that we're maximizing the returns, we're really driving performance of the property, and we're always forward looking to achieve our outcome. Financial analysis is critical. You've got to have KPIs, key performance indicators in place that you're looking at on a regular basis, that you're reviewing and analyzing and identifying the financial performance of your multifamily properties. So you need to be looking at what is your rent collection, what is your days vacant, what is the loss to lease, what is your delinquency, what are the number of evictions. There are a list of critical analytical numbers that you need to know on the property, and really they fall into kind of the big four category. Like, what are you doing with driving income? What's going on with the delinquency and collection? What's going on with your occupancy? That's where days vacant come into play on your units. Are they being turned quickly enough? What's going on with respect to your overall net operating income? That deals with the expense level. And then also, how fast are you advancing on your CapEx? How much percentage of CapEx is being spent on a monthly basis? All critical. You have to have it. You have to have financial dashboards. For our firm, we have scoreboards, which each asset manager has a scoreboard for their property that we review on a weekly basis to see what's going on. Now the manager's on it, but the asset manager is on it on a daily basis on the property, and then our team as a whole looks at it weekly so that we can ensure that the property is moving forward to its best financial outcome. If you're enjoying this video, make sure give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Next, let's talk about refinancing and leveraging. You really want to have a good debt person on your team. Maybe you don't have the size to have that in-house, but you can definitely leverage that by having a quality mortgage broker that specializes in commercial real estate, that he becomes or she becomes part of your team to really help you in analyzing refinancing, leveraging. These are all critical components. And then you begin to look at refinancing a property. A lot of times, if you've driven the value to a certain point, you can refinance it, pull some of the equity out, and keep the property and keep moving forward, using that additional funds to continue to grow your multifamily portfolio. Diversification is critical as well. Now again, you want to be, at least our strategy is, you want to be in markets that have a lot of activity, volume, so that you can scale there, but also you want to diversify so that you're not overly concentrated in one segment or one county. We have a very large presence in Atlanta, for example, and so we are in probably 7 different counties there. And so that gives us diversification. We still have the benefits of the macro MSA and all the job growth that's going on there, but it's not all concentrated in one area because, again, things can change. We've seen in certain marketplaces where a county post-pandemic may have a little bit more liberal leanings as it relates to the enforcement of tenant landlord laws. And as a result of that, we don't want to be over-concentrated in a county like that. And in fact, for our position, we would actually look at, investing elsewhere based on that experience. Now, that being said, you also want to look at different states as well. So we're not just in one state, but multiple states. And then also within that state, you can look at diversifying in different key areas within the state and different property types. Again, we own properties of all different kinds, C, C+, B, A. We just sold a property of that nature. So again, it is important to make sure that you have quality diversification in your multifamily properties. Lastly, we want to talk about networking, building your team. Really, if you're going to scale in multifamily, you've got to have a great team. This is not a one man or one woman kind of solo mission. Now, that being said, our company, Prosperity Capital Partners, my wife and I are the chief responsible parties in that. There is no other partners other than our investment partners. But that being said, we have quality team members that are like partners with us. We also have great relationships with our attorney, with our CPA, CFO team, with our property management team, with our contractor team. I mean, these are all critical that you need to develop. And then not least of all is the brokerage relationships. Those are absolutely critical that are a part of your team, and you have to treat it as such. We have great relationships where we've gone fishing and spent time together and gone skiing together with our team members. And what that does is it builds a lasting bond and friendship. You know what I mean? And so that's a critical component of our success in how we've been able to scale and grow our business, is because we have quality people that are a part of the team. And that's a step that you have to take, and not only take, but continue to nourish, because it's just like any relationship, it requires effort and energy to make it successful. That's all I have for today. And if you're interested in passively investing in multifamily real estate with me, click the link in the description of this video to join our investor club and be the first to learn about off-market investment opportunities. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.